So this is a $1.2 trillion industry that all about eliminating silos and closing the loop on design and construction. We have silos in the design phase between navigating the form and function of the building. We got siloed contracts and a lack of true collaboration that pit parties against each other instead of aligning ourselves for the betterment project, and disjointed workflows and dreaded rework. So what we have is, because of all these data silos, there's $15 billion worth of rework in the industry. For a subcontractor, that's detrimental. That eats directly into our profits. And what ends up happening is we get these claims. Claims pop up on the projects, and the reason most of these claims happen is because there's inaccurate data. The right person doesn't have the right data at the right time. And so what we want to do is we want to work to bring that information forward. And what we found is that there's actually 2,400 technology solutions out there. The technology industry has noticed that there's this need, but when you've got all of these individual technology solutions, what ends up happening is that you don't have one solution that works, and so you've got all these different technologies. What we've seen is in 2018, over $2 billion was invested in technology for construction. And so we're starting to see lots of different companies, lots of different solutions fitting into one of these four kind of blocks. We've got point solutions that solve one thing and they do it well, but it's just one thing. We've got estimating software who's good at doing the estimate side of it. We've got accounting softwares that are great at doing their accounting part. And then we've got GC and owner focused project management software. So your different softwares here that focus on the GC and owner workflow. So a little bit into these different technologies, we've seen that a lot of these started in the financial department. These on-premise or desktop-based softwares started there for finance, and they're now moving in trying to be mobile or cloud-based. Because that's really the way of the future, is to be that mobile and cloud-based, so that information is available to everybody at the right time. They're experts in accounting, but project management is a different mindset. It's not as, you want it to be as simple to use, and you want to make sure that you've got the right information there. The next type of softwares that we've seen are point solutions, which are great at one thing. We saw it with our plan grids, a great solution. And they started mobile first and cloud-based, but they don't integrate well between each other, or if they do have integration, it's very limited. So for as a PM, that means I now have to have 20 different apps to run my project. And when I need to go find a drawing, where do I go? It can be very tough for a project to maintain all these different softwares. And it leads to lots of duplicate entry, which then makes the tool much less useful, because now I have to spend more of my time to use the software. It doesn't save me time anymore. The last sort of solution here is these owner and GC-based cloud solutions. The way these works is they invite subcontractors to enter information, but it's not made for the subcontractor's workflow. And it doesn't provide the sub a system of record when they're inputting information into their GC system. And so what I mean by that is that at the end of a project, you don't have any, as a subcontractor, you don't have any of the information stored unless the GC or owner wants to give it off to you. And so we're always playing in the general contractor's tool. We want to have our own tool that helps us manage our software, as well as focuses on the subcontractor workflow, not the GC. And that's where eSUB comes in. So eSUB functions as that subcontractor system of record. So I know for myself, when I was a project manager, I had any one of these 10 of these different softwares on any one project. So any one of these guys over here, I could be having on a single project. And if I went to a different project, it was a different 10 softwares that we were working out of. And so what ends up happening is that when I go to find a submittal, where do I go? I have no idea. I have to go through 10 different softwares, and at the end of the day, I may not even find the most up-to-date version. I might be working off an outdated version. And so eSUB functions as that system of record. We have everything you need for operations built into the software. and then we integrate with others to create that best of breed solution. And we going from daily reports and time cards all the way into email integration and project files.